What's good, everybody? In this video we are going to create these weird looking metallic flowers, and we are using the simple deform modifier and array modifier and a really simple material. So let's go. First thing we need to do is delete the default cube, press X and delete, hit Shift A and create a new torus. Then we head over to our modifier tab and add a simple deform modifier. And let's change the value to 1080. Add another simple deform modifier. This time we are using stretch and the factor should be 2. Now let's add another modifier and the subdivision surface one. You can decrease the level to 3. Okay, and we get something like this. Okay, let's get into side view and hit R and type in 90. R and 90. Now we add a Bezier circle. Hit Shift A, head over to curve and choose the circle. Now select the torus object again. Add an array modifier and the curve modifier. Now let's choose the curve in the curve modifier. So just click here and select the Bezier circle. Okay, now we need to change the array modifier. Factor X, you type in 0 and Y 1. And in the curve modifier you select the Y-axis. Okay, let's increase the count in the array modifier to 5. Now we got something like this. Looks pretty nice already. And select our object again, right click and shade smooth. We can also increase the subdivision to 4. Okay, let's add some leaves for the center of the object. We're going to make this not visible for now and create a new cube. Shift A, cube. Press S to scale it, Z, and then type in 0.2. Let's hit tab to get into edit mode and press 3 so you can select the faces. And we take this face and press G and X. If you hit Control, you move in the scale. So let's place it around here. Now press S and scale it down a bit. You can hit Control again, somewhere around here. And now let's add 2 loop cuts. So choose the loop cut tool. We need one here and one here. Now we use the select box again. Press 3 so you can select the faces. And we are going to select the faces on the side. Press G and Z to move them up a bit. And the same thing we are going to do for this here. So choose the faces on top, press G and Z and move them up. Okay, hit tab to get out of edit mode. And we need a subdivision surface modifier to level 4. And we do the same we did with the torus. So let's add a array modifier and a curve modifier. And we can select the curve again and change the value again from the array modifier. For X you type in 0 and for Y 1. And the curve also got the deform axis on the Y-axis. And we can increase the array count to 4. And let's decrease the value in the array modifier for the Y-axis. So if you hold down Shift and drag this to the side, you can you got more control over what you do. So 0.94 we got. Okay, let's see how this looks together. I'm gonna make the torus visible again and Yeah, let's duplicate this one. Maybe we need it later. So hit Shift D and right click. So it is in the place it was before. We're gonna hide the first one we made. And on the second one, we right click and convert to mesh. Yeah, I think we are going to rotate this one. So hit R and type in 180. Press G and Z to move it up. S to scale it down. Let's place this in the middle. Okay, I think this is nice. And I'm going to duplicate this again. Shift D, right click, S to scale it down. Let's get into the top view and rotate it a bit. Scale it down even more. Press G and Z in the side view and place it a little bit on top. You can scale it down even more. Let's add a material and change the world settings. So I'm going to duplicate this workspace, right click on it and click duplicate. I'm gonna drag us a new window here. You can press Option, Shift and Z to hide the grid when you're in this window, and press T, we don't need the toolbar on the side. Let's change this window to the shader editor. Press N to hide the menu. Let's select one of our objects and press New. Now we're gonna make a really simple material, metallic to 1 and roughness to 0.2. And press Z in this window, choose rendered. We are going to the render properties and change it to cycles. And let's give all of our objects the same material. So just choose another object, head over to the material properties, click here and choose the material. Torus gets the same material. And now we are changing the world settings. So head over to the top here and press world. Let's give it a black color. Okay, let's get into the camera view and move the camera around. Okay, we need more light in the scene, so choose the light and give it power like 10,000. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this workspace again, our second one. So right click duplicate. We change this to 3D viewport. And let's add another light source. So hit Shift A. Choose the area light. You can go to the side view, press G and Z to move it up, S to scale it. Hit R and 90 to rotate, or 180. And give it a power of 1000. Let's see. Okay, I think this is way better. Okay, let's change the size of our render. Let's head over to our render properties and give it something like 4000 to 5000. And let's find a good spot we want to render. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, I think this is kind of nice. Okay, now I'm going to shade everything smooth again. And I would like to place an area light in the back of the object. So Shift A, light, area light. Go to the side view, rotate it. Can go to the top view now and place it behind our object. Scale it up. Give it a little bit more power. Let's try 1000. Okay, that's nice. And what I like to do now is select my camera, hit Shift D, duplicate it, and activate it. Get into camera view, lock the camera, and find a couple of spots I want to render. And while you are moving around your camera, you can press R in this view and also rotate it. I think this is really helpful to find good spots to render. Most of the time I'm just moving around in this view. And you can press Ctrl Spacebar to see even more. Okay, we are going to use this one here. You can go into the viewport settings of your camera and increase the passport 2 to 1 so you only see the rendered image. And let's add a depth of field. So activate depth of field. Let's go into the solid view, and on top here you can activate depth of field so you see it in the solid view. F-stop to 0.1. If you hold on Shift, you can dial in the distance. I want to set the focus somewhere around here. Now you can increase the f-stop again to something like 1.8. Let's make it 1.5. Yeah, let's choose 0.5. I'm going to the render settings and change the maximum samples to 300. Okay, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you liked this one. See you in the next one. Peace.